We got a great video from RP Digger. Independent women who don't need men. How is it going?
All right, I'm just gonna tell you, I'm tired of having to keep my cool all the time, and people still you over. So I've been having car issues, okay? One car after another, after another. Now I go take my car in, my GMC Acadia, and I go and I get it taken in, and I say I need an oil change. My sensors are broken; they need to be fixed, and my tire rotation, regular stuff. And so I put that all in there, confirmed it with the lady when I made the appointment. And then when I got there, I checked in or whatever, and I asked the gentleman, his name was Michael. And I asked him, I said, how long is it going to take? He said about 2 hours. I said, okay, to get all the stuff done, the sensors, blah, blah, blah. He was like, yeah. I said, okay. So I walked 25 minutes to the mall because I wanted to get my steps in. So I walked back and I see that the prices aren't adding up or whatever. And I asked him, I said, okay, and I also see here that it says I have an oil leak. Why didn't nobody call me and let me know that I had an oil leak? Is that something I probably would have wanted to get fixed today if possible? And he was like, oh, well, I just kind of saw it now. And then when, I asked him, I said, okay, well, did they at least, fix the sensors? And he said, oh, well, no, because one of them needs to be replaced. And I said, okay, so you fixed it, right? Because that's the reason why I brought my car in. Well, that's one of my main complaints. And he said, no, we didn't fix it. Was that something that you would like to do? And I had to keep my cool because it's like, that's the reason why I made this appointment, was for them to be fixed. And you're telling me that you didn't even give me a courtesy call to say that, hey, it's going to be a certain amount of money, so I could have just said, yeah, go ahead and do it. But then I had to walk all the way back and it's not even complete.
Okay, so initially I saw this clip and I wasn't going to use it, but then I saw a stitch, and the man that did the stitch, I thought it was very interesting.
I think you don't really have to go through this. These worries about car service, I think men take care of that. If you are married or if you have a man in your life, men handle that. The only thing you worry about is driving.
How he broke down what she was going through. Let's take a look at how he broke this down.
Unfortunately, this emotional breakdown is what awaits many modern women. This woman needed car work done. She took her car to the GMC dealer and had serious issues. It's not her that's supposed to be taking her car to the dealership. It's her husband that's supposed to be dealing with that. We are built and made to be your shield and deal with unruly people. That's our jobs. You guys have let people lie to you and tell you that you don't need a shield. And you spend all of your time trying to be a man and a woman. And this is the result. You break down. And she's not tired physically. Her soul, her heart is tired.
We have to make our lives now, and can, in a much more complex pattern, but it can't always be happiness.
So when I saw his clip, I thought he explained that precisely. And then on my For You page, I started getting videos of more independent women that were in despair, and it sort of went like this.
Can I keep it all the way a buck with y'all, for real? I've been doing this shit this whole time. I want to go into what it's really like having depression.
I'm actually looking forward to see oh well. They always say they are strong and independent until it comes down to it, where they really have to be strong and independent. In that moment, gents, they are not as strong as independent as they preach or scream on rooftops, Let's check out.
Because I feel like people tell you it's just not being able to get out of bed and shit like that, but it's so much more than that. there's like the aches and the pains and the ideation. And sometimes the inability to cope with just like regular shit. So for the life of me, I've never understood why people fake or pretend to have depression, because it's incredibly debilitating. It's incredibly debilitating. Like, I hate the fact that I wake up most days and I hate the fact that I wake up most days. And I know that that's like the depression talking. I know it's an illness of stuckness. I know you're supposed to get up and move. But when you just like don't feel like living, what's the fucking point of doing deep breathing? Like, I sit in the space and hold the space for my clients, which I can't even do now. Because I'm too fucking burnt out. And we sit and process what it's like, but to actually experience this shit is way the fuck different. It's way different. Like, you have gaps of time where that you like don't remember. We could just stick with the ideation. I think that is the worst of it. That is the worst of it. It doesn't matter how you feel about yourself. It doesn't matter how much you love yourself. It doesn't matter any of that. When that depression wants to fucking kick in, you don't want to live anymore.
Bruh.
He doesn't want to live anymore. I mean, I think at some point, maybe there are, of course, maybe a few people that maybe have never experienced depression, but like maybe once in a lifetime you get to experience terrible, or you have a rough patch. It's a normal thing. But some people, you find that they get depressed. You understand? So there are other factors in life that can get you into depression. So maybe for this kind of women that are older, in their 40s, they've hit the wall. They have no man in their life and they have no kids. It's just by themselves and they are going through a rough patch. I can assure you that it's so easy to feel the way she's feeling right now, or it's easy to be that person that you are seeing here who's depressed and she's crying, she's breaking down. You understand? Because you don't sort of really have some purpose. You don't really have like a life purpose. You understand? You have no direction. You've just been screaming. You are strong and independent. You've just been living. You understand? And maybe you stop making enough money. You have so many bills that have piled up. When maybe a few years ago you used to scream strong and independent, you don't need man. You are screaming you're a childless woman, you want to be free, you have freedom, and maybe you have some financial rough patch. I mean, it's easy to be like that. You understand? Let's continue, guys.
I wasn't gonna use this clip either, but when I saw a thought in her headings, I said, what the hell is this? Wait, what the hell is this? So she must be having regrets about her thought activity, and it drove her into depression. But this is the age we live in, is sexually liberated, and women are told to be sexually free in their youth. And this is the result: depression. According to women, their grandmothers and their mothers said, don't worry about no man, don't worry about being married young, you do you. And this is the results. It's driving women into depression.
Just the freedom to think, to be, to choose, to face life and the diversity of it and be a person. That is the major change.
I truly cannot catch a fucking break. Look at this. If you're a lot luckier than I am, let me explain to you that is a critical engine fucking failure. For the second time in the 2.5 years that I've had this piece of shit Kia Soul. This is a brand new engine, maybe 30,000 miles on it, with the exact same defect as the last one. Last time this happened, they had to import the engine, and it took damn near 2 months for me to get my fucking car back. Wasn't as big of a deal then, because I had somewhere to live at the time.
Oh, pause a minute. She had a place to live. Was it at your boyfriend's? Or you used to lease the place? She was leasing maybe a house. She was under a lease. Or maybe it was other boyfriends. Okay, let's see. I hope she sheds more light on this because I'm so much interested. And guess what, lady? If you had a man or a husband in your life, you take care of the vehicles to make sure that that doesn't happen. You know, regular service and all that. And if it's not that, maybe at all the engine just failed, I mean, you find ways. You probably get you a new car. You know what I'm saying? Men can be resourceful.
I do not now. I am in here. And if this happens again, if it takes them this long to replace the engine again, then that's it. That's it. I can't work. So I'm not going to be able to keep up with my payments. I'm not going to be able to do anything. And I'm not going to be able to start over because losing this car is going to ruin my credit so fucking much that the only way that I'll be able to buy a car again is with cash, which is not an amount of money that I will ever be able to get because I can't work. I can't do this. I can't do this. Oh my God. I just want to know what I did to deserve this life. Like, what God did I piss off? Seriously. Okay. I can't fucking do this anymore. Don't mind my hair. Okay, so if I don't find somewhere to live, I'm about to be homeless, right? I really don't have time. Like, no time at all. So mom calls me, mom's like, Keela, you know you can come and live with me. I love you, mom, but I can't. Because, see, when you want to do something and you're so sure and so spiritually guided, you figure it out. I'm not afraid of being homeless. I've been homeless before. See, when you accept something less, it's because you have a fear of doing something greater. I'm not scared, and I'm not afraid. Don't be afraid.
And you spend all of your time trying to be a man and a woman, and this is the result.
This was something straight out the horror flicks, at least by her screams. A man in those situations would just think logically, call AAA, call a tow truck. I mean, her phone wasn't dead, and it tripped me out how she just had to get that on camera. Car slips off the road, and your first reactions is, I need to record this for TikTok. Even in the movies, men are expected to go into town and find help, but women don't see the importance of having a man. Yeah, okay.
Do you think men are important? Like for what? We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Are you totally free though up here?
No. I wish I were. But I'm not free. I'm all full of doubts. I hate going places alone still.
I've reached this point in my life where the strong, independent woman phase is dying down, like slowly dying down. Like I'm tired. Okay? I've been going at it since I was 13 years old. Whether that's being a full-time employee, a student, or a stay-at-home mom of 3 kids who were all homeschooled. Me, I'm tired. And I've reached this point in my life where I have to really listen to myself. I have to listen to my body, and my mental health is more important than trying to do it all on my own. And it's a lot, y'all. Like, trying to do this on your own is a lot, especially after going through a divorce and literally transitioning my life to being a single mom. It's a lot, okay? But I've reached this point in my life where I now have to start delegating things, okay? Get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to clean my house weekly. Get somebody else to do my yard. Get somebody to grocery shop for me. And I literally just don't have the time and the mental capacity anymore to continue trying to live about this image of being a strong, independent woman. I'm not. I am a damsel in distress. I need help. Save me. Please.
Nah. So
You know, everybody's always like, oh, I'm gonna make it out the hood. I'm gonna make it out the hood. You know who gonna get me out the hood, bitch?
shout out to RP Digging for this amazing video amBenzo. Guys, check out over 400 videos on this channel. If you like what you see,